What'd you say? I know I can't erase it. That's what I'm talking about. If God come down and Mother Goddess come down, or they ain't talking about no prophet giving me word. No, if I don't hear and see my Creator on earth, and it's potentially 3 wives trying to live amongst the household I live in, they ain't even sneak in. So that's just canceled. But it might be a maid coming in the scenario. You know what I mean? It just, I see this. So I'm needing guidance. What you think we should do about this scenario? Because either way it go, I know what I'm not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I made it that far. Yes, I do. I know what I know me. I swear to God that I know me. How much you want to bet? But like, okay, I heard you. But like, what do you think I'm finna do? You don't know, do you? I said you don't want to. So I'm telling you my plan. It depends what the scenario is. But all in all, I'm not having sex. I'm telling these women, I'm not. And I think that with them being interrogated or answering my questionnaire and posting this questionnaire on online, right? These females are not gonna fall short of their glory. They just not gonna do certain stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Now I don't know these women, but we're gonna find out. And I necessarily, honestly, I really don't want no 3 wives. I don't. All I want is one, because that's all I need. That's all that's really I got room for. You know what I'm saying? Like if I were to have 3 wives, that don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no part of my anybody's story. And the individual want to live a long life. You know what I mean? That just don't even go together. Huh? What you mean? They believe it has more than one wife. No, well I don't believe in having more than one wife, but I'm just saying the reason that I know I'm saying what I don't want to do and I'm serious about it is because of the choices I've allowed to happen. You know what I'm saying? The choices I have made is in the sexual encounters I have been a part of. So in the sense of me not doing certain things over again, I meant it. Now I want to get married, like I told you. I need a spouse. And I'm not finna marry no female who's not agreeing to my terms and conditions. Because I know what's right. This the only way. Because it's the only way. That's the only way love. How many people take to marry? 2, but that's the only way to love, Daddy. Well, that's your opinion. Daddy, I ain't trying to hit. I'm just telling you what's up. Now, I'm trying to hear you, but you ain't making no sense to me. You're not being logical to me. To me. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I said I don't have to get married, right? I said I want a spouse. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what I said. I'm all right. Like you think all the time. I'm all right. Get what? It's gonna be a spiritual battle, right? I'm ready. I got to get prepared, more prepared. You know what I'm saying? And physically too. I got to get physically prepared. So it don't matter how the scenario go. The next 25 years, I'm gonna be celibate. Period. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, I'm not asking for no competition. I'm not asking for not competition. I'm sorry. I'm not asking for no seat throughs and seat poles into trying to distract me about this. Okay, and period. Now I don't know what you thinking as far as how I'm gonna be disruptive in your marriage about what you want to do because I'm celibate, and I'm not eating up the animal. I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm just saying. I'm telling y'all how I want to move. Sir, that's what I'm saying. That's what I know I went wrong. I should have did things the right way. I did things out of I impregnated a woman out of desperateness. You dig what I'm saying? But it was all in all how the scenario was going. And at the end of all, what goes up should have came down. No, because it's some of the individuals went up. They was down then came up. I know that, Daddy. I know that. So I'm saying like the scenario that's been stagnant for so long that nobody else wanted to work on, that's what I'm talking about. See, I was up then came down. Now I'm not going no lower. You dig what I'm saying?
You can't go lower.
I could. And that's what I'm trying to prevent. But as long as I continue to talk my stuff, that's what I'm going to forever be right at. Because this grandma now, you know what I mean? I ain't got no, it ain't no joke to me. That's really, really. You know what I'm saying? But my grandma, she did something for me as far as extending my life. I don't know why she would make, I really can't pinpoint it. All I'm saying, I can't pinpoint it. I really wouldn't even know. Huh?
Your grandma now.
Yeah. After everything started coming to the light, so to see. When we was in the hotel, the last thing I would think that my grandma would do something like that. That's the last thing. Why would I? You know what I mean? My grandma ain't never, like when I went to spend out Tupelo with her that summer, my grandma ain't never did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be thinking that, oh, I can't sleep in the bed with Gammy in the hotel, that she might rape me in the room with her child and her son-in-law. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But I mean, I'm not disrespecting her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just calling it how it is, what it really is. All in all, I know my grandma did something for me in order to, you know, she wouldn't have made that type of decision and ain't did something throughout the course of this whole life. You know what I'm saying? So in order for that blessing for me to receive, I kind of messed it up with the last woman I had sex with. You know what I mean? And I mean, I might have to fight a battle because of that. Might have to. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always trying to work my situation out. Don't make it seem no other type of way, because I mean, really, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on my life expansion. Fighting a battle with somebody ain't really in my lifeline of my story of how this story is going. You dig what I'm saying? Unless, you know what I'm saying, the demon want to just straight up disrespect me. You know what I mean? So you see what I'm saying? I make sure I'm safe first. I make sure I'm in the kingdom of heaven first, okay? Before anything. So this scenario gonna come down to a woman, I don't know, because my module out. She know how I think now, Daddy. Whoever this woman is. Now, it's only one woman I knew in my vision who was a good woman. She was willing to help me out. But since the story went how it went, now she got an alibi. Now she got an alibi because I did what I did and my storyline, my resume, you know? But if she the only one on earth compared to a woman who trying to act and eventually get me to sin, that's where it's wrong at. I don't want no, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm only want the first woman. Because I don't know her resume, but it does matter. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? According to my terms and conditions, I want it all. You know what I mean? But on this scenario, I'm definitely not finna do what my grandma and daddy did. I feel like that's the only option I got. But I'm definitely not finna do something like that. No way.
Grandma and daddy.
Yeah, I heard that my great granddad on my mama's side was way older than Rebecca. Way older. Is that right? Is that true?
He was a lot older than she was.
That's crazy. Like, what was I sensed that he was trying to do something like me, but he fell short of the glory. But like, why would he do something like that? Why would he get so comfortable with a girl who probably was demonically possessed, but get too comfortable to the point where he got her pregnant? That don't make no sense to me. So I mean, all in all, I don't want to, shame him or, for he may have been attacked by demons at that present moment. I'm not trying to shade him, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to do that, but because I definitely see karma trying to come back for me. I really do see it in a time I wouldn't even notice and be aware of. You know what I'm saying? So I need all love in this scenario right here, because I mean, y'all, everybody's too focused about being numero uno in every category, and then bringing a great individual who got good intentions and a good plan down. That don't make no sense. That ain't right. So back to my spouse that I intend to have. Now, due to her resume and her abiding by I don't know if it's her guidelines or mine. It seemed like it's mine. She was just willing to, you know what I'm saying, love me the way I needed to be loved. So in that scenario, I don't know what her resume is, but all in all, it's like it's either her or a fake one. So of course I'm gonna have to go with the first one, cause I went through a scenario where I made some choices that I didn't have to make.
You ain't been there though yet.
Huh?
You ain't been there though yet.
You're right. Yeah, I hear you, but I mean that would it's just all in all. Like I feel like that's the only route I had to go, because any other woman a woman that I don't know, and according to a woman that ain't spoke up about nothing, even in my mind, I ain't had it. I don't know, you know what I mean? But like it seemed like the first woman who I envisioned, who was willing to help me, I found her online. This came true. If the first woman that came to my mind would be willing to help me, why would I abandon? Why would I? You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to abandon her like that for somebody else who wouldn't come to the forefront about a situation I was needing love about. But all in all, I hear you, Daddy. It's like, just because the first woman I seen in my envision who came to my assistance, she might not have been in my mind about helping me out to its fullest extent. I hear you about that. She may have, you know what I'm saying, was just trying to be a woman who was, you know, desperately trying to see me fail. You know, I do adhere to that. I hear you. So in that sense, yeah, I mean, I hear you. But I mean, all in all, I can't, like, if I want a better woman, I got to treat that first woman who came to my vision good. I'm trying, like, she online doing room brocade rituals and all that type of stuff, but you know what I'm saying? I'm typing in her comments, but she don't want to look at the comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way it go, I'm gonna have to treat her with some type of respect and tell her certain statements, because she did come to my aid, or, you know, in my thought process of being a considerate individual. So I mean, like, when I talk about being married to somebody, I'm talking about a time lapse. You know what I mean? Some individuals in this world talk about Chantel. Me and Chantel had a covenant way long ago, and then when it came to pass, the story went how it went. Chantel betrayed me. Period. I don't know how, and she, in her time lapse on telling me this, it's been lapsed. You see? I don't know. Some females, they do the wrong test, Daddy. They do the wrong test. They do the test backwards. They start asking questions in the midst of when they already done messed up, instead of asking that question, but when they first meet you. So I mean, I'm very positive, and I'm very confident that I'm gonna find a wife. It's just I'm not wanting to marry the wrong woman, and I don't want this woman to be deterred in her mind of thinking about what, you know what I'm saying, like going back and forth about something. I need a woman who's gonna stand 10 toes about what she believe in. So that's why I'm always online doing this questionnaire. You know what I'm saying? It might have been some females out there who felt this type of way. But see, what really strikes me is like they wouldn't say something. They didn't speak up about it. So I mean, all in all, it's like they was needing something from me though. And in the relationship with me, I'm not wanting to have sex until I hear from God.
How many on this?
How many on my list?
Yeah.
No more than like 100 something.
100.
When I met Chantel, Daddy, it was like 8 or 9. When I got Chantel impregnated, it was like 8 or 9. Now, when Chantel went off to New York, and when Chantel was out here, when I said about the time lapse, Daddy, like how in a man, you know what I'm saying? Like they so focused on trying to bring me down, but she came to me asking me for a child, but still trying to bring me down. What type of... Like what? Like that's what I'm saying. I did it. I had to sit down before I had even met Chantel. It's my fault all in all, but I had sat down with Chantel and tried to get to know her, tried to have a conversation with her, talked to her for a long, tried to, but she didn't. She kept on avoiding the topic of conversation. She didn't want to talk about it, and that's why I should have took notice at. But Daddy, what you think about the ancient period in time when they talked about the Mayans? You think that's clarity upon a child being born about a Maya? Do you give me your understatement, Daddy? Is that what do you think the Mayans had something to do with the birth of Jesus' child? Just tell me. What do you think? Dad, just tell me your honest answer about that. Does the Mayans have something to do with the birth of a child named Amaya? Just give me your honest answer. The Mayans in the ancient period of time. Do you think there's some type of significance here? Because me and Chantel, I didn't discuss no name with Chantel. I don't recall. I don't. If I were to, I'm talking about since when I met her in the. See, I don't know nothing about that. It might be a veil on my mind, and I'm kind of saying like I want to double down and say, yeah, this is real. You know what I mean? This situation is real. About, you know what I'm saying, veils being placed on somebody's mind. But like when I first think about something, yeah, it's got to be a veil on my. Why is it on my mind though? Why was it like? Why can I have? Why am I having flashbacks about me being in existence a long time ago?
Your imagination allows you to do that.
But all in all, I'm saying and double down and stamping. I can't recall certain scenarios. I'm not saying that me and Chantel, I'm just saying like, how can me and Chantel have a conversation I don't even remember? And I mean, I've been smoking, but like, that's my question right there. In this physical form of fleshly body, right? Since being born on this, you know what I'm saying? Like they play so much. And she look, she called, I'm the man in the relationship. Chantel, what do you want from me? You basically took a child. And still not be taking you almost where you I don't know her, Daddy. I don't know her. I hope she taking heed. I'm trying to do everything to help some individuals who don't need help. You trying to say? I mean, they need to wake up because I mean, at the end of it all, their souls have been imprinted with the mark of the beast. Period. I just need to. I want to understand why certain individuals have made certain decisions. Why do they deceive so much about a life that was made for us to enjoy the right way?
Why? I asked that question. The devil.
But you said devil is not a one individual. That's what you told me in the last video, Dad.
He still, I say he was born. He's not born like we are born. But he.
You saying he though? How is Satan a he?
Why you want to call him she?
I'm saying I said evil spirits. I ain't said nothing about no Satan is a he or a she. I said evil spirits.
Right.
So the scenario came on to whether or not me and Chantel had a conversation about naming the child Amaya. And I cannot recall. I just came up with the name when I got to the Emory hospitals. My understatement, I swear. You know what I mean? As much as don't nobody want to believe me, I'm telling y'all, if it's a veil on my mind, I can't just go to it. So I mean, you got to be careful if somebody wanted to claim all type of egotistical glory in this scenario. That's all I'm saying. I just can't recall at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as on this earth, me and Shant, I'm talking about on Since I met Chantel in Westlake, after meeting her at Westlake High School, me and Chantel have never had a conversation about what we was gonna name a child. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I hear y'all about, you know what I'm saying? I could be lying, I could be trying to be trickful and deceitful, but I'm not lying. Why am I being so? Because I need a wife. I need things to be lovely on this earth. You know what I mean? I want to exist in peace.
Want a wife.
Yeah, I need a wife. I need a wife. That's the difference.
You're right. There's a difference between want and need.
What make you think I wouldn't need a wife, Daddy? If I'm and God is, you say God is, I believe God. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that another creation can't be proud of their creation. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they wanted to be. To stay way out of a thought process. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I can't answer that question because I can't recall that I have created a pig, a horse, anything. I can't recall. And if I did, I'm not trying to make it seem no type of way that they should be ashamed of their creation. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what they might have a better communication level with gods. You know, I mean, with God. You know, when I say gods, I'm talking about God and Goddess. I mean, you know, I mean, they might want it to be more influential in what we needed help with, what we didn't see we could do on our own. In the mind, that's what I'm saying. So it's just, I hear you though, Daddy. You know what I'm saying? When I said need, I mean, yeah, the scenario went wrong already. So, I mean, I don't know what's up with my future, especially when I don't know what's going on this social media app. Like, I don't know if certain regions of countries are blocked off to the point where I can't see what's going on in another region. That's what I don't know. Because it might be that way. You know what I'm saying? There might be somebody speaking up and it's just like a region is cut off from the America viewing. You know? And all in all, if I do find a woman, it's just like, Daddy, I'm not trying to separate my family. We coming into a situation where we having the opportunity to live gloriously. Not just in glory. I mean, like, people speaking highly of our name, but having the luxuries of life in life. Because we earned it. You know what I'm saying? Some people earn it silently, you know what I'm saying? Because they just do things that way, but eventually they're going to have to speak up. But you know, I mean, that's all I'm saying, man. Like we definitely, it's not the current scenario that we are living in that we can't live for a long period of time. You know what I mean? And I'm saying like that. I'm not strong enough. You're not strong enough to go in a scenario and continue living where we are separated in the household. Period. Because if I'm on my own somewhere, I'm bound to allow something like, I mean, either really the police getting called, 911 because things ain't going my way and where I'm talking about. That's just bound to happen. Because when I say I'm not going back, that's what I mean, Daddy. I ain't got time for NY. Hey, bro, you trying to, hey, man, I ain't got time for that. I mean, I just use NY name. I mean, I ain't trying to speak badly of them, but I'm just saying. You really, NY, you really disturbing my peace, man. I mean, like this woman, of course, I'm only. I mean, I don't know her family. I don't know her family, and the family that I got. I mean, it's not a lot of us. Of course, auntie, cousin, and all those don't want to live amongst. but they got to pass their own test to an extent. You know what I'm saying? I can only be responsible for my parents, the ones who allowed me to be inside this world and in my fleshly body. You see what I'm saying? That's and my brothers and sisters. I'm not necessarily my brothers and sisters though. You dig what I'm saying? Because I cannot allow them to do something like this if they not with the program. Now my parents and them the only ones I got to beg and plead to. You know what I'm saying? Because they the ones with the wisdom. They the one with the insight. They the one who could, you know, get me approvals. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody else gonna trust nobody else like my parents when it come to, sir, has he been? You know what I mean? Like it's them, my parents. Them the only ones. So that's why I don't want to depart from y'all like that. So, but how are we gonna get along? Because this scenario of me trying to reach out and call for a woman of who's my type, I can't get offline, Daddy. Not and find her. Not just, you know what I mean, waste time and just find her. I can't. So the scenario gonna come to, how are you and her parents gonna get along? How? Y'all ain't got to do nothing. But I'm saying, like, why would y'all want to do this to a child y'all want to be here? That doesn't add up to being macho.
So I'm not trying to be macho. I'm trying to be respectful.
So how you gonna go about being respectful but wanting your child to be here, but don't do it, like feeling as if your child has no rational thought process?
Who said that?
Man, it's not funny to me, Daddy.
Who said that?
I said, oh yeah, I did say I was gonna start calling you Daddy. What does that have to do with anything right now, Daddy? My future ain't lined up that I'm gonna ever do something that I did in my past. Period. I guarantee I can talk macho about that. I guarantee I don't care nothing about no officer. The officer, he put me some handcuffs. Yeah, I got legs. Yeah, he gonna have to. He gonna have to. I promise you that. He gonna have to. Cause I don't know what y'all talking about me. Cause I ain't trying to do too much, but I mean at the same time, I'm doing the most. About my what? My wife? I said I settled for just kiss on the cheek. I'm settling for kiss on the cheek. I might grope my wife, but if she's allowing me to, but I'm definitely not gonna like disrespect in the manner of touching her places where I know I shouldn't be touching her, even if she wanted me to. That's what I'm talking about. If I cannot hear from my creators in heaven, who I know is alive at this present moment, if they can't come down to me and talk to me, then this woman, whomever she is, she better stay away from me. Because I mean, if she want to go through this whole process and be that type of embarrassed, she shouldn't even mention my name. But I'm not finna die like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care if I do not. I'm sorry. I have to delete that statement. I'm sorry. Delete. I will not live day upon day without searching for a woman who is. It matters to me about her heart. You know what I'm saying? Well, how is her heart posture? What God help me, because Mother God has helped me, because if that really matters to me. If this woman did not have in her heart to eventually work on a scenario where she would be indebted to these animals in some type of way without being malicious, intentive, and like militant minded, and working on the path of execution of peace on earth, I wouldn't even be interested in her. I didn't know that about Chantel. I didn't know that none about none of the females I had sex with. Do y'all see how this story went? I don't want to continue trying to get glory out of it. Y'all keep on going backwards with this whole scenario. And then y'all think that I'm finna be quiet about a woman that I need. Yes, and I said need. I did say need. Why? I don't understand what y'all talking about. Like, how can I don't know. I mean, it probably could have been preventive if I didn't exist. You know, like, what are y'all talking about? I said I believe in God. Now, what are y'all talking about? Who God can be purple. You might see God, he'd be color purple. He'd be like, what's happening?
Who are y'all?
Huh?
Who are y'all?
Oh, okay. I'm just saying that's the whole scenario. That's the scenario. You might see God, he might be color purple. And he'd be like, what's happening, son? Hey, man, I mean, I needed them up there because I needed righteous judgment. I needed righteous judgment on you because people can't be treated. Creations can't be treated any type of way and anybody just get over on them. You know what I mean? No way. I went for that. Period. So, all in all, I want to find a wife. She's going to have to answer my questionnaires. And the questionnaire to an interview going to have to be uploaded to TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. And if I find herself worthy enough to marry me, and she finds room in her heart to forgive me for some of the choices I have made throughout the course of my lifetime, and her resume is, up to par, I will marry a woman, okay?
All right.
Dad, what you talking about? What you saying? What you saying though? Like, what you saying? Just help me out now, because I did enough. If you, what you feel like?
What's your time frame?
What's my time frame on this?
Find a wife.
See, in that scenario, I'm gonna just sum it up. Now, I heard a statement that said somebody said, well, yeah, I got a woman in my backyard, but I mean, it seemed like, like God might be saying that. Now, are you trying to say that I might as well wrap it up on earth? Like, as far as like, find a whole different, work, not work, but, execution plan?
Who in your backyard?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just had to throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you saying that I'm gonna have to get over this lifetime in order to find that type of woman? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I ain't said it.
So hold on. Are you aware of the type of woman I'm looking for?
No.
You're not aware of the type of woman I'm looking for?
No.
What don't you understand about everything I've been saying, and that you're not understanding the type of woman I'm looking for?
Well, you broke it down to me.
I told you about her heart posture, right? You understood that when I said her heart posture?
Yeah.
So what are you not aware of? I said eating vegan. What you ain't aware of? I told you.
You don't want no woman that's having sex. You want no woman that's eating meat.
And I heard you when you said, what does it take for a marriage to be? You know what I'm saying? It take two, right?
Yeah.
And I said according to how the scenario went and her resume compared to my resume, in her time lapse of, speaking up, I'm gonna do some research. If this woman has had an online account and deleted her account, tell me. So I mean, in a scenario of, somebody talking about my plan of, doing the things I want to do with the woman with a good resume at least, and probably hasn't eaten of the animal as much, I probably be interested in her, probably. But if she doesn't pass this questionnaire with her, because like this module's getting sent out, but I mean, I'm not gonna break my bond with God. I told her if she can like admits that she has not been a righteous soul, if she admits to me being who I am, because that's where it's at right now. Because I can't go on without that. You know what I mean? If she can't admit that my plan is and my logic is right and peaceful, I can't deal with her. But you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna settle for no woman who just got a good resume. It got everything to do, you know, with the statements I just got done saying. How are we gonna do that if you don't make a TikTok account, Daddy? Because I told you, I got the I'm putting the CCTV government cameras in this home to keep it on my. Because I'm not sleeping in the same bed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I need your help, because ain't nobody gonna support this lifestyle of this. I mean, like, help, because I need help building the house. I don't want to move into no house that's already built. You see what I'm saying? I'm not playing with these folks, Daddy. And we here now. I'm saying I really do care about your situation. You ain't come up in a scenario where. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, when we think about ancient time and era, your soul has been of existence for a long time, Daddy. Yeah, I understand how far you have and what you have accomplished. But now you're still living. You see what I'm saying? I'm sorry it took me a long time to bring this topic of discussion. I could have brought it up because, I mean, we had online apps a long time ago. I do agree with you on that type.
Let me tell you, your mama was raised by her grandparents. I was raised.
Daddy, where are y'all led about? I'm sorry, but I got to cut you off.
I was raised by my grandparents.
My mama told me her mama decided not to be with her daddy, and that life just goes on. Do you hear that? Do you hear that, Daddy? Life just goes on. Oh, so you ain't gonna try to reach out to your daddy. You ain't gonna try to. How? That's what I'm saying. Like, that doesn't add up.
Son, that's your decision.
But that's not the whole point. I'm trying to get y'all to understand.
Your mama made her decision. Her mama made her decision.
See, I can't work with y'all, man. I really can't, man. I mean, but all in all, I'm not gonna give up on trying to help, like, the scenario of y'all trying to y'all statements.
I never think like you think. You leave that alone. I never think like you think.
How you think I'm thinking? I'm managed? Is that what you're saying? I'm lustful thinking?
You're thinking backwards.
I'm asking that question. Are you thinking that I'm a lustful thinker?
I didn't say that.
So what are you talking about? What are you thinking so far ahead that you can't handle this business? When I say this business, I'm talking about, say what you mean what you saying.
I mean what I say.
What is it though? What are you saying? That you doubling down and putting your stamp on?
You can't think like that. Think like your mama. Your mama was raised by her grandparents. I was raised by my grandparents.
All right. So all in all, Daddy, what are you saying? I didn't have to be here. It was a situational moment where you could have been prevented. You could have been in prevention, but you didn't want to be in prevention. So, like, that's what I'm saying. You need to own up and to stop trying to hold me back because you're so egotistical right now.
I'm not trying to hold you back.
Yes, you are, Daddy. Yes, you are.
Wow.
Because you have everything to do with these statements.
I'm trying to push you forward. I'm trying to hold you back.
So if I'm waiting on God, I ain't saying I'm like, who is who? So the white man, right? I have to bring the white man up right now.
I ain't saying nothing to the white man.
So if
I'm black too.
All right, so that's what I'm saying, Daddy.
I finished high school. I went to college.
So what makes you think that that's the right move, though, for you to do something like this and not be like?
What move I'm making?
So Jesus had to be colored. Oh, now, huh?
He was Jew.
So, Dad, I can't, like I told you, be prepared for these statements, and you did it in a way you didn't fail.
Jesus was a Jew. You
didn't fail, Daddy. In certain categories, I ain't asked you all these questions and got your answer, but in certain answers, you ain't even answered good enough, man.
I'm sorry. Ask your mama, she is.
Who? I ain't never even been around you, Daddy, and said that I was not grateful to be here. I ain't never even showed you that type of emotion that I wasn't grateful to be alive or on earth. I ain't never. I remember when we was on the way to we was on the way to church one morning at the Walden Park house, and I said something about your first wife, and you got emotional. And I admit right now and say I was wrong for how the way I said it, because I heard that I had a sister, but you ain't give me the breakdown. You ain't never even talked to me about nothing that had to do with the why people slaughtering animals. It's a lot of stuff that you have never went over with me.
First wife.
That
your mom was my first wife.
I ain't said nothing about no first wife. I said your first. You said you had a child. Somebody told me you had a child, a daughter, and I remember we going to that girl's college graduation. Now I said something about that scenario of your first child and her mama when we was on the way to church at Walden Park, when we was living in Walden Park, and you had choked me. I wasn't really, making it a big deal out because you ain't choked me hard, but I understand and I'm admitting that, what I'm saying, it wasn't really considerate of me even hearing about that situation that you had a child and how I said the statement. I admit, I apologize on my end.
First girlfriend.
But I didn't know. What makes you think I wouldn't want to know if I got a sister? Another sister from another woman. It's like, what are you saying? What are you saying? That's what I'm trying to understand right now. What are you? But because I don't know, I don't want you to leave this earth without certain, you being understood, and I'm being understood on your end, in your mind. That ain't fair to me.
Your mom know.
My mom know what?
That child's mama.
So what's going on? Y'all planning on faking your death and trying to link back up? Like, what's going on?
Who? Link back up?
Yeah.
No, I ain't about to. I said from death do us part. That's what
But daddy, I mean, it is what it is. I really don't mind y'all.
That's what I meant.
I don't mind y'all being together but like death. Like, why are you going to death? Why are you saying death? Like, do you understand that? Do you understand that death? Why? Because your faith is too low.
Your mama to death do us part.
And I came here to uplift you and get you in a different mindset of things.
Why has there been a different mindset?
Because you said death do us part.
That's right.
Why do you feel like that? Why do you feel like you got to die to separate from a woman who ain't even that loyal?
I ain't got that.
Why? It don't make sense to me.
Why?
Cause it don't, what makes you want to die before you separate from a woman? On what terms and conditions? Please tell me.
We made a commitment to one another.
You made a commitment to one another to be loyal, but those terms and conditions did not really turn out to be.
To be loyal, when?
To be loyal, to not have sex with anybody else, basically. But y'all played knick-knack paddywhack with each other in the mind. Things have went out of control.
Out of control for who? You?
No, that's the point. A lot of individuals who was looking up to y'all. But your statements are not gonna ever be in the history that you even cared about that. Because daddy, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to say something like that and make you mad, but I'm about to say it. Because that is like you're not being truthful. You're not being honest. Because anybody who get in a scenario like this, it's a joke. It's not serious. You're doing something just to play a game.
I ain't playing no game.
You ain't playing no kind of game, daddy, but you're being evil. All at the very end of where you're going. You're being evil. You're not choosing to be holy and righteous.
Why is it?
And it's bad on your character for you to act that way.
Act which way?
5 kids, 1 passed away, bone cancer. Ain't no telling if a nurse injected the child with something and the child passed away, or the child was having defects from the thought processes in his mind. Do you feel me?
Thought processes in his mind. What process of the mind? What thought process?
I probably would say something like Keldrick was going through something where he didn't understand. And according to who he is, he needed understanding.
Yeah, he was the oldest.
He needed understanding. But y'all, was you a pastor?
He died in bone cancer.
Right, but were you a pastor when he was alive?
Yeah,
You was a pastor, right?
yeah.
What was you teaching in the church where he was at?
Same church you was at.
Now, I don't really mind having a conversation, but I don't know what you're gonna say. I want to hear the truth though. I don't want no ring around the rosy game.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't got no that. I ain't got no ring around those. I'm believing that. I'm like you. I'm believing that.
What is that, Daddy? What is that? You don't believe in that? I can't do nothing but assume. I done told people all the time, stop talking. Like, if you want to have a conversation with me, stop playing a game. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to go somewhere. I got to go somewhere. If somebody think that I'm finna play a game, they got the wrong interpretation of my life and who I am. When somebody's saying this and like they align their statement in that.
I know who you are.
Thank you.
You're my youngest son.
I appreciate you for acknowledging me and me being here. But you're not doing me no justice right now. You're not doing yourself no justice right now.
Why?
You're not doing your family and the people who looked up to you no justice right now.
Why?
Because you're not answering my questions.
Tell me why.
You're not answering my questions with your honesty. And I'm not like of course you don't know everybody in the world, but these questions that I'm asking you don't have nothing to do with you stamping your approval of about what you believe in and what you say your point of view is and your opinion on this life.
I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God.
All right.
What else you know?
I got my own TikTok account. Now, when it comes to you and my mama relationship, I'm aware of the House of the Wax Museum. So, I mean, what I mean by that, I wouldn't know what y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to leave thinking that I'm up here trying to be so boastful and you go back and tell God that, watch this, look at this scenario. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Trying to wait till I mess up and I'm up here trying to tell you I need some help. I need some assistance. I want to be a good man. I'm tired of being stereotyped to be Satan or being Satan. I want the light of the world to come out and everybody who deserves.
Who called you Satan?
Because they play so much, then. They play a lot. I don't know who they is, but period, point blank, a lot of individuals play and call me Satan in the human fleshly body. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but like, you know, because they need to be righteously scared. But like when it comes to we got all type of authority, and I from a long time ago, it's been authority. Individuals who allowed a lot of stuff to go by without either speaking up on it or just allowing a lot of stuff to happen. And I mean, of course, we can't control everybody's motives, but who gonna say something and put their life on the line and fight for what's right? You know what I mean? It's a lot of individuals, yeah, man, in their mind, you know, dang, man, I wish this wouldn't be like this, man. That's messed up. Who gonna really put their life on the line and say something, though? I ain't never advised nobody to, you know, get no sword and fight no battle like that. Say, hear ye, hear ye. All the lands, I mean, I'm not playing. We can't live like this if we want the future to be a better place. All right, well, hey. You know what I mean? That way, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wake them up.
If you outlive your daddy, you ain't got but a few more years to live.
On what terms and conditions, though? Because I betrayed somebody, or I think a certain type of way, or it's evil people coming and murder me. Tell me, let me know.
I don't know nobody come to murder you, but I'm saying I live to get 72.
You said you lived to be 72.
I live to get 17. You already 30, you 32, so you got.
You said after you die, I ain't got too long to live. Why are you so focused on dying, Daddy? That's what I do not understand. I'm not trying to understand it. Why are you so lenient and like so focused on dying? Why? When I told you, you know this.
I know that.
Because you know it's your ego that you don't even have rights to. You know what I'm saying? You holding on to an ego that don't even belong to you. You gotta let go and be rebirthed. Your heart got all type of ways of continuously pumping.
Man, time limit.
Daddy, on what terms and conditions, Daddy? You already know this. If you cleanse your body the way you're supposed to every morning at least, take the right vitamins, take the right supplements, get liposuction, and live right, you know what I'm saying? Have the right topic of conversation and indulge in conversation that you're supposed to be conversating about. Huh?
What is liposuction?
Oh, man. All the fat that's in your body that is preventing you certain blood cells from running through your vein, that's what liposuction does. But see, that's what I said. It's deeper than that. Getting your insides clean. It's about what you do next. It's about what you allow to happen. What you didn't say. What took you too long to say. The conversations you don't even intend to have. The conversations you don't ever want to intend to have.
The hell with who?
Everybody. Why would you be an individual who can't speak up to a crowd of individuals? Why?
Son,
why? Tell me.
I've been preaching for 50 years.
Okay. Well, boy, you're not answering my question though. What makes you an individual that you cannot speak up to a multitude of people about everything? Why? Well, tell me why.
That's not me.
It's not you.
It's you.
So how many women you had sex with, Dad? How many encounters you think you done had? You had more than 100?
Sexual encounter?
Huh? Yeah. You had more than 100?
More than 100?
Yeah. You had more than 100 encounters in your lifetime?
Probably 100.
Okay. So, I mean, in my situation, I'm not giving up on life. Period. You know what I mean? I've been persecuted, the same demons was in my mind trying to prevent me from being great, but that's what I'm saying. The scenario is upon us. I'm pretty sure individuals who done made the same decisions we done made, and it's some individuals who done made a lot, like they got 300 something sexual encounters. So what makes you want to give up on life if they not?
Well, I ain't give on life.
So how you going to get out of this rut, Daddy? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're not going to get out of this rut by not speaking up. If I'm speaking up and I'm all right now and the police ain't here right now, what makes you think that you would come into a scenario where if you were to speak up about your life and your path and walk, that somebody going to jump down your back and try to arrest you? What makes you think that? Because I know you have insight that I just, it's stuff you can say that you have walked this path of life and seen, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff that you got in your mind that I can't even fathom to even describe.
Well, I appreciate I appreciate you thinking like that, but I ain't done too much more than you done.
Daddy, you ain't never fooling me with that. You ain't gonna never fool me with that. When I say that, I'm talking about you seen more things than I am aware of. I know this. I need your help preparing my mindset to be prepared for what I need to go through.
Well, prepare yourself.
I ain't saying nothing about no physical fight. I'm talking about the spiritual battle.
That's what I'm saying. Prepare yourself. I ain't saying
everything ain't no word like it's like you gotta be your pineal gland, your third eye, you know what I'm saying, your peripheral gland. Like you before you go outside, the statements that don't need to be said, the statements that do need to be said. Speak up now. Type now. not the word now, but speak on what you think it might be a scenario in the future. You know what I mean? Like, let me know something.
I'm trying to let you know. Prepare yourself.
Now, Daddy, I done tried to get a GED, because I see this coming. My mama gonna come in, if you don't got a man that don't work, don't eat. Why would I have a job and ask another guy for a job that I know I already have?
Your mama just trying to get you prepared. That's all she's trying to do.
Dad, how am I gonna get a GED, a high school diploma, when the teacher don't even want to teach me? And I didn't sit in the class patiently trying to learn.
How many teachers was that?
Now, this was on earth. This one God wife trying to tell me no study.
How many teachers told you that?
How many teachers told me what? That I got to have a GED, high school diploma to get successful?
Yeah.
None of them, because I know Mel Gibson. I know of Mel Gibson, I'm sorry.
Where's Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson ain't got no high school diploma, no GED. But see, this is what I'm saying. Everybody's so focused on how the dollar gonna go around.
What is Mel Gibson? Who is Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson, he's an actor. He's a human male figure in the famous Hollywood. I wouldn't say Hollywood, but you know, in the film of the industry of film, and creating theater scenarios for individuals to see what they may be coming upon, for them to make better decisions. That's who Mel Gibson is.
Okay. So you know that.
Now, you want to make a movie as far as, you know what I'm saying, doing something like Mel Gibson do? You got a scene that you can put together for somebody to make a better decision about, or give them a scenario where they could be facing? I know it's all the scenario, but like, do you have a scenario that you would like to put in a theater or in a film?
Yeah.
All right, then that's something we can do. But I'm saying, when you was gonna work on that?
The Black Buffalo, Mississippi. Played quarterback at an all-white school.
Okay, a documentary on yourself.
I went to college. Yeah.
So who was gonna hear about your story if you never told it, Daddy?
That's what I said. How you know Mel Gibson? He might tell my story.
It ain't Mel Gibson's job to tell your story, Daddy. You got to get online and tell your story.
You tell it.
I can tell it, but I mean, Daddy, I'm not finna be bamboozled, Daddy. It's not gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's not happening. It's not happening. It just simply won't happen. And like the same thing you telling me that, I don't know, the same thing you telling me that I don't want to do, and you not trying to give me insight about what, I see that right there. But like, that's been my whole question right here. How can we come to agreement about the small things? Like you're not even small. I'm sorry, I probably delete. How can we come to an agreement about what needs to be done in order to get where we need to go, and have the things that that we want? That's the question. How can we handle the things that we have allowed or haven't spoken up about to cause peace and for peace to flourish in order to get where we need to go and have the things that we need?
Well, if you tell my story, you might we'll have.
I believe you about that, not telling your story. I believe it, but I mean, I ain't got all lifetime to understand that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sum it up, but I got a clue about who you are. You know what I'm saying? About your lifestyle and the path you walk. You know what I mean? In this life.
Well,
But like, look.
Tell me what you know.
What I know is that, you know, how bogus individuals could be, how people could be so with you until they not. You know what I'm saying? Because of what you said you was going to do, but you didn't follow through with that execution plan. And I understand that who you are is so major that everybody does what you do. And if you don't do it, they not going to do it. And how, you know what I'm saying?
I want you to do greater than me. I want you to be 10 times better than me.
But I ain't trying to do that though. I mean, because that's not the scenario. You said you got 100 bodies, I got 100 bodies. What's the difference? You was athletic, I'm athletic. Well, you know what I mean?
That's why I want you to do 10 times better than me.
I'm not trying to be better than you like that though, Daddy. I want us to be equal because that's what the scenario is. We can't be better than one another. I don't see that being the scenario ever.
I want you to be better than me.
No. Because I mean, either way it goes, how would I be better than you? How? It don't even make sense to be better than you. You know what I'm saying?
At this point, you younger than me.
That don't matter. I could be better than you though. It ain't nothing I could tell somebody or advise somebody that they already don't even know. I can just give them scenarios on equations, what they need to do, what decisions that they need to make.
I want you to be 10 times better than me.
Okay, well, I aligned my statements and told them decisions they need to make in order to be a better individual, healthier and holier. You know what I mean? But you got to come through with your end of the bargain. How do they need to live? Continue explaining how they need to live. But see, that's where you went wrong. That you didn't answer the statement right when I said something about the animal.
I try to train you right, and you can train.
Daddy, my strength ain't coming from the blood of no lamb, Daddy.
From me?
Your strength coming from the blood of the lamb?
No, you come from me.
Right. So what are you saying right there? What? Because I can't do nothing but assume. I just asked you that question. You talking about some no. So what are you saying? Because that's the root of it, of the whole scenario at bay. But your statement has already been released and documented, tallied. But yet and still, you still hear that right now. If you do not understand how serious, and I mean, it don't matter how, you know what I mean? It does matter. If you can't be humble enough.
Do what?
To understand your topic of your conversation to this scenario weighs so much weight, but if you choose not to talk about it before settling and leaving the earth, I will be better than you. I told you, I'm not trying to be better than you like that.
Well, I want you to be better than me.
Why are you settling though, Daddy? Why are you trying to leave this earth and then say, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at that boy eating that chicken, look at that? I'm telling you, I'm not wanting to be like that, because it ain't nothing but destruction.
I want you to be better than me because you're younger than me.
Daddy, no.
Yeah.
No. Why do you feel like?
I already live 72 years.
Why do you feel now is the time to give up on something that could change? We could change the mindset of these people. You feel like these people just so indebted and so mad and so furious that if they were to stop selling animal in the market, that they're gonna go mad and crazy. Is that what you believe?
No.
So what are you talking about?
I have.
You seem like now since you said no, it seems as if you don't want to let go of Kathy. Is that the scenario? Or you want to have sex again? Like, what are you talking about?
I don't want to let go of Kathy.
You don't. I'm not trying to tell you to let go of her, but like, this scenario ain't no game. And I'm not finna fall short of glory. If you ain't gonna fall short of glory, what we gonna do?
You gonna do better than me?
Daddy, you've been celibate for a while now. I'm going on 25 hiatus. Like, what? In 4 years, was y'all gonna try to murder me? What's going on?
I've been celibate.
Yeah, I know you've been celibate for a long time. But in 4 years, when I'm celibate, what y'all want to do then? And I ain't got no 9 to 5. Because I ain't going no 9 to 5. I'd be behind the CVS. I'd be behind the Walgreens. Because I'm not having it, Daddy. I'm not finna set myself up for destruction like that. I would not draw the attention of my heavenly parents in this type of way, said the statements I didn't say it, and then backslide over and over again. No way. I'm not doing that. You see me now? I'm not doing that, Daddy. I'm fully aware where I'm at right now, all the statements I said. So if you think that I'm Satan and I want to go through some junk like that, I'm not finna do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not finna move in with no Josh. I'm not finna move in with no Sunday. I'm not finna move in with no Matt. So if y'all really want to do this, I'm telling you, I asked God. I ain't gonna lie to you. I asked God, allow your wrath, at least, I don't know about anywhere else, Atlanta, where I'm at. I don't care about me, you know what I'm saying, being a part of that destruction of whatever happens, and let it happen.
Gospel hear you.
I'm just telling you, I just don't want nobody in my pineal gland mindset to be interrupting me in my peaceful, calm state of mind. Just stop trying to nitpick about what I don't need to be doing when I'm already here about stuff that I'm not even gonna do. That's all I'm asking. At the very end of it all, I'm not finna be begging and pleading for somebody to be doing what's right when they know what's right. Because at the end of the day, it's me and God's wrath. You know what I'm saying? It's me and God's vengeance. And all the angelic individuals who think like me. And Mother Goddess vengeance on this earth. Or whomever, on whichever earth, who created evil